Times it's good to just dance.
Welcome to the Good Stuff Family Podcast. I'm Dawn Kendrick, and I am so glad you're here. These are stories from the perspective of a news reporter on a next-level assignment. Everyone has a story. Stories of hope, resilience, and how we believe God weaves people, relationships, opportunities, all of it for good. For many of us, faith leads our steps, others not so much. But that is what makes this growing Good Stuff family great. We know the journey is better together. Welcome to the family.
Well, I got a suggestion. Sometimes it's good to just dance. Come along.
Come along.
Yeah, we're coming along. Here we are at My World Better.
I'm going to tell you something right now. We're live in Fairport Harbor on the road. You walk in here and you feel the vibe at My World Better.
It's
and
vibey.
I'm serious. I'm not just saying it. I felt it. I'm like, whoa. And this is my new friend, Mary Hunt. We go back about 30 minutes at the most.
We do 30 whole minutes.
But I feel connected.
We're best friends now.
We are. We're like, yes, we're like this.
Yeah.
And we really are connected in so many ways I didn't even know, like so many similar things. And what we're looking for in Fairport Harbor, because there's so many shop owners like yourself,
yes,
this beautiful space of people who are saying, you know what? I want my life to count right now. I want to stop with the grind. And
yes,
that is pretty much your story, isn't it?
That's what we do. We help people get off the rat race, slow down, and connect with their authentic self. So that's really what we do here.
Yeah. And you don't have to be a talented painter. There's a class going to be starting for beginners. So tell me a little bit more about what happens in this space.
Magic.
Ooh, in a word. Yeah.
So magic happens here. Mm-hmm. Really, I think we all get caught up in relationships, jobs, education, just the world. We get caught up doing what we shouldn't have to. And this is a place that you can come and just step out of all of that and just be like, hey, who am I and what do I want? Who am I and who do I want to become? And so we do that through offering classes. I'm managing over 30 different artists here who are they're selling their merchandise. So they're coming here, they're making it right in the store. Yeah. They're selling their merchandise. They're teaching people how to do these things. And like Dawn said, this isn't like, oh, we're a bunch of really talented artists. We're just all trying to find our authentic self. And we're having fun while we do it.
And I noticed when I pulled up, I'm going to run this little clip. This is what you see when you pull up. Okay. So it's about coming together. Community, when I was in news, I thought that was sort of a throwaway word. Well, community, but what it means here is how would you describe what's happening here of the bringing of people together beyond any kind of art?
Yeah. So we're connecting with like-minded people, which is inherently just helping us grow together. So for instance, I have a friend, he's been a part of My World Better Gym. I always say a joke. He comes with the membership here at My World Better. But he's a writer. He's He's a writer. He's a painter. He is a musician. And when I first met him, I think a year into meeting him, he was writing a book, and he's like, I really want to publish a book, which led to him meeting another person. My mom actually helped him to format the book when he met another person here who was a photographer, met a model who then modeled for his book. It all came together. He's been able to publish 3 books now. So when I say magic, that's what I mean. Yeah. And just really having relationships with people and slowing down. I've had, like you said, it feels good in here. People have driven by and been like, we drove by, could feel it, turned around, came back, and just it feels even stronger inside. So it's not a typical place. It's special.
It's not. And I mean, every single word you're saying, I felt it. So let me see if we can just show when I saw when we pulled up. Okay. So this is what people are feeling. Let's see. Yep, there it is. So My World Better, a welcoming, creative community to inspire. Like these are our words, uplift, encourage, and inspire. And you said, I'm going to do this for a living.
Yes.
Right? Purpose-driven life. It even sounds kind of cliche, but that's truly what you're doing, isn't it?
It is. It is. Yeah. This is my life. I feel like I was made to do this. And I don't have to do this. I get to do this. This is,
Amen.
I am grateful every day that I get to come here and watch this magic happen.
Yeah. And I feel the same way. Like at some point in your life, the blessing of being able to say, something more than just a career, but what feels like a calling, wouldn't you say?
It is a calling. Yeah, I believe that. Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so when I walk in, one of the very first things I see is this. One moment. I'm just going to grab it live. One moment, please. Look. So hold on.
Don's just disassembling the studio.
What? Come on. What do we say? Anyone who listens regularly, see the good in others, be the good for them. On your mark, get set, let's go. This is how we end our podcast. Hello. Come on.
See, I told you we were best friends.
We are by the good, it's the good that's my point in these, especially in Fairport Harbor, we see it. And if you just watch the headlines, we get so lost in the chaos of everything that we can't control. Here's what we're hoping you take away if you're listening. The power of one. The power of one. And just, was it for you? Just take the next best step into your dream. Tell me more about that.
So this has been, I've always been, I'm an interior designer by trade, very interested in spaces, creating spaces, how they affect people. I think, that has a lot to do with when people walk in, they're walking into my art, right? Like how it feels. But really this life here at My World Better has been all about the next right thing. So I've had business plans, I've had ideas, I've had lots of trial and error, and I've learned that it's more so just a to-do list and just really focusing on the next right thing.
Yeah. And you're speaking our language. That's it. So that's one thing I noticed. Then I see this fantastic picture. Anyone else who knows me again and listens regularly, what am I a champion of? Dogs we need to be the voice for them. Rescue dogs, particularly pitties. Look at this. What? No wonder I felt a vibe coming in here. Look at this. You drew this yourself.
Yes, that is a painting. So I teach a lot of paint your pet classes, which are for beginners, and they're awesome. They're fun. And this one was just one that I did. People love pit bulls. I love pit bulls. So now we sell prints in the store.
I love them so much because, again, like, to be the voice for them, typically they get a bad rap before they even did a darn thing,
And they're adorable.
They really are. They're so loyal.
Yes.
They're so loyal. Some of my favorite, Chesney Winter and Paisley Winter, look just like this, actually. Two of my favorite pitties. So there's that. And then if you didn't, we're going to wrap this interview up soon because your class is getting ready to start.
I do have a class coming up here. We do a painting for beginners every first Friday of the month. Usually you don't know what you're painting. You just come in and you find like-minded people and we paint together, and it's a really great time. And
we're going to see that. We'll do that in the second part of this. Yes. But here's my third thing that I couldn't even believe when I was setting this live stream up. Let me show you what I found on your page. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Come on. Again, if you listen to this podcast, I'm the self-appointed president of the Carlos Jones fan club.
Right.
Peace, love, and unity. Yes, please.
Yes.
More.
I love reggae, and I've been doing the Reggae Fest down, and I always live paint. I'm always painting different famous reggae people like Bob Marley. And I thought, you know what? Carlos Jones is amazing, and he's a local legend, and he's giving back musically to our community for so long. I just, so we sketched out that picture of him, and I allowed the community to paint right along with me, and we all created a painting of him. So to honor him and celebrate him and all he's done.
And you want to talk about vibe.
Yeah.
Whoa. That dude, that's my happy place. It feels like I'm going to church.
Yes.
Right?
Sure.
And his concerts.
Yeah, I love him. I love reggae. Love Carlos Jones. It's great to have him right here in the local area.
And I can't make this up. Okay. We have been waiting forever. Our friend Rich put together this great new intro. The very first time we used the intro was this morning on our Fairport live chat. Ready? Okay. Here's the second time. Let's just roll it again, shall we? The one that we used. Because Carlos Jones, listen, see if this sounds familiar.
Sometimes it's good to just dance.
Welcome to the Good Stuff Family Podcast. I'm Dawn Kendrick, and I am so glad you're here. These are stories from the perspective of a news reporter on a next-level assignment. Everyone has a story. Stories of hope, resilience, and how we believe God weaves people, relationships, opportunities, all of it for good. For many of us, faith leads our steps, others not so much. But that is what makes this growing Good Stuff family great. We know the journey is better together. Welcome to the family.
Well, I gotta suggest you. Sometimes it's good. So come along.
I mean, is there anyone better than Carlos Jones?
I thought you started talking about him because you saw him over there painted, but no, it's not what happened.
I admire him so much. And so imagine minutes before I come here, I'm setting it up. I see your reel, drawing Carlos. I'm like, come on. Sometimes there's such synergy. It's impossible to deny it. Right?
Yes, agreed.
So when we come back on the second end of this, I'm going to show you the finished product of that portrait, which is fantastic. And we just unveiled this morning our new intro where Carlos was generous enough to write a song about sometimes you just need to dance. And when you have a problem, it's all our language, right? Speaking our language of peace, love, and unity. So speaking of love, I love you, my new friend. I love your mojo.
Thank you.
I love your light. I love what you're doing. And let's let you just wrap this up. However, anything else you want to say, and then we will come back on the flip side and show the class that you're doing.
Yeah, that'd be
anything else.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, just I really want to invite anybody who's feeling like a little bit stressed out, or just needing a little step off the rat race. Come on down to My World Better. We do have membership options, but really we have created a space that's open to the public, to the community, for the community, to connect with like-minded people. And sometimes it's hard to get over that initial barrier and walk into a place like this. I promise you, it's not hard. You walk through the door and you'll be like, your shoulders will drop and you'll just feel it. So I invite you to come and just check it out and come and meet us.
It's true. And in my case, I felt immediately like my spirit rise. Does that sound crazy?
No,
I realize what
right.
I just said.
It's true.
That's it. It's almost
the
like
magic.
It's like a sacred space.
It is.
And give them your address and the website.
Yes. So you can check us out at myworldbetter.com. It has a calendar full of events and things. If you're not wanting to just drop in and check us out, you can sign up for something and come check us out that way. We're located right on the main drag in Fairport Harbor, which is High Street. It is 614 High Street, painted teal. We usually have a painted mannequin out there. She's having surgery right now because her legs fell off. So we put them back on.
When that happens.
She'll be out there again. Her name's Dolores, and she's usually mounted onto the building. People love to stop and stare at her, so you can find us that way too.
Was that the Seinfeld episode? Do you remember
Seinfeld? I love Seinfeld.
What's her name? Marie can remember her name. It was Dolores.
I don't know.
It rhymes with the body part.
Well, we have a Dolores here, so she was Delore for a while because the last part fell off. But we're putting her back together, and she'll be back to welcome you in.
That's what we do. We just adapt. And you know what? The greatest things come from the broken people too. There was like an analogy there. It's true.
See?
All right. So if you haven't heard Carlos Jones enough, let's just, this is our
I don't
outro.
think there's ever enough.
It's not enough.
Yeah, no.
I love him. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Stay tuned. In just a couple minutes, we'll come back on the flip side and show my new friend, Mary Hunt, in action and show you exactly what the vibe is all about here at My World Better. It's so good.
Sometimes it's good to just dance.
You've been listening to Dawn Kendrick's The Good Stuff Family Podcast. If you found inspiration here, would you click subscribe, follow, share as we grow our Good Stuff family tree? Check out thegoodstufffamily.com for links to all our social media platforms and for how you or your business could sponsor a story. The Good Stuff Family, reaching and touching hearts around the world by weaving families together one story at a time. On your mark, get set, let's go.
Well, I gotta suggest you. Sometimes it's good. So